Hi, today's reading is sponsored by my beautiful Patreons. Thank you so much. And by Keen, an online platform for psychic advisors, tarot readers, mediums, and other intuitives and psychics with various gifts for you to explore. I recently got a reading from the gifted psychic Adelaide over on Keen, and she was quite spot on and straightforward in the way she gave her answers to me that I was looking for regarding my own journey and how I could proceed more easily. So I really, really recommend Keen. And as many of you know, I sometimes just don't have the availability or to be there right away for you or to cater all of your needs. For example, love readings. I just don't do those. Not in that sense. To me, it's all about the higher perspective of things. But Keen has advisors that read specifically into those things. Choose from all the different readers that they have there, which reader is for you and which will give you a deeper understanding of your situation. To do is create an account and choose from the hundreds of readers that are available to you right this second. A special bonus that I discussed with Keen is they'll give you a huge discount when you're using the link that I'll post down in the description box for you. It's $1.99 for 10 minutes, which gives you up to $99 in savings. They also have another neat feature where they're just sending you discounts on a regular basis, and you can make use of those. If you feel so inclined, just click the link in the description box down below and it'll take you straight to Keen and give you some answers maybe. Bye guys. Virgo, how are you doing? This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hi my friends, how are you doing? Happy birthday. We're in Virgo season officially, and yeah, if you want to have like an energetic update, then this is for you also, not because it's your birthday, but just like to get an energy update for the Virgo season. Virgos, happy birthday. I hope you have the most wonderful day surrounded by your friends and family, and have the most blessed year ahead. Okay, as a gift from me to you, you'll receive your extended with your reading. Okay, I do this for all signs, so you have a little something for your birthday. All right, we'll hop straight in. The card that I pulled for you, and all cards are pre-shuffled, and if you feel like subscribing, please subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and also comment and like if you feel like it. So feel in order to know is what you have, and you have the Sugilite. Very interesting card to have. And if the universe had a superhero, it says, and that superhero had a cosmic decoder ring, it would be made from a polished sphere of aubergine banded sugilite. It may, or maybe from just the tiniest sliver of this potent and vibrant mineral. Sugilite taps you directly into your nervous system, which is interesting because there's a lot of like insomnia suggested right now or happening right now. Like high pitched energy is what I'm getting with this, but then really tired, of course, during the day. So it's like there's really something going on with our nervous system. And Marie Emily, actually one of my subscribers and friends, also she let me know like that there are solar flares going on right now that are intensifying this whole situation, but I could already feel it, and I bet you can too. And with the Sugilite card coming up, look at the nervous system. The nervous system is a bit on overload, so you want to do stuff like grounding, you want to do stuff like swimming a lot. Really make sure you connect yourself with the trees to calm yourself down, because this can like lead to a little bit of anxiety as well, especially when we haven't slept well, when we haven't eaten well, when we haven't exercised right. All this plays into that, right? So make sure, try to do the best that you can to kind of navigate your way through those energies. Okay, just a suggestion. So Sugilite taps you directly into your nervous system, boosting your innate ability to feel the life forces at work in the world around you, while simultaneously helping you recalibrate the worlds within you. Quiet that noisy brain, Sugilite advises. Your body is an instrument of knowing. When you pay attention to it, you'll come back into balance. Mind, body, emotions, and spirit. What makes your breathing smooth out? What makes your arms get goosebumps? Feel in order to know. And I'll post this for you over on Patreon. There's a ritual how to tame your brain I can only recommend that one. It's very interesting. And then the reflection, the energy of illness is what it says. That's the reflection. I'll attach the links down below. Yeah, that's that for this card. And then, my dear friends, I've got a little surprise for you. Let me just put this over there. Because my dear friend Bethany at Bethany Loveday on Instagram with your dream interpreter just gifted me this awesome deck for my birthday. I'm a Leo, so it was a while back, but it takes a while to make its way here to me. So that's the deck. It's by Annie Tarasova, whom I can only recommend as well to you because like this is amazing work. It's amazing artwork. The deck is just beautiful with the gold all around. You can tell that she put a lot of work, a lot of effort into this. And guess what? We're going to work with it like straight away. First time in your reading, my dear Virgos. So let's have a look. Let's have a look into it. This needs to go here. By the way, I have a messy situation around here, which is interesting because for those of you that have been following me a while, you know that this matters a lot to me. The table setup, also in the private readings, very much matters. So I have really tried to do it nicely, but then there were just other piles that piled on top, other stuff that piled on top. Then I have stuff on the ground here from the unboxing that you can actually find over on TikTok, by the way, the unboxing, and on Instagram if you're interested. I'll attach the links. But my point is that there may be a bit of chaotic energy in your life that is kind of like trying to throw you off kilter here, Virgo. Trying to throw you off kilter a little bit. And again, what's going to help you is routines, right? Because the energies are just like they're asking you to do something. They're asking you to change something. They're asking you to be on your toes in a way, right? Very, very strong energies. What do we have for Virgo? Yeah. Wow. You have the Six of Wands, which is amazing energy. Look at the gorgeous card. This is like a card of followership, right? So you may be an influencer, or you may be, have a group of people that are following you. This could even be like in the family context. Maybe you are one to speak up. Maybe you are one to show others how to calm their nerves. Maybe you are that rock for so many others here, Virgo, right? Yeah, totally. Because I can see you leading. You're holding up those two wands and they're lit. So, and the other ones are looking up to you, expecting you to do something, expecting you, like, what is she going to do in that situation? What is he going to do in that situation? It's definitely the position of, a leader, and I'm getting throat. So some of you may be afraid to speak up still. Some of you may even be afraid to speak of your gifts, your God-given gifts, or you're in the process of, finding out what they actually are, what those gifts are. Okay, what else? But it's beautiful. There's like, if you have like a channel, like a YouTube channel or Instagram or TikTok, like I mentioned earlier, like expect more people to come in for you here. That is for sure. That is for damn certain is what I just heard. That is for damn certain, because you've climbed that hill, right? And it took a minute for you to get up there, like on that hill. But now you're up there. Now you know how to. And now you can teach others. Now you can show others how to do it. It's a card of great victory. So congratulations. No, yes. Oh my God, of course the Hermit. Virgo energy, here we go. And this is another thing that's indicated right now as well. I feel Virgo, the Hermit, and he's also up on a mountain. So this may have been a lonely journey for you here, Virgo, up until a certain point, up until all those followers showed up for you. And this doesn't just have to be like social media. It can just be in the real world as well, where you're really leading. Because often when we say social media, what can be associated with that is a sense of superficiality, or a sense of this isn't really real. But this is very real. Your stuff that you're putting out there is very real and is very much in alignment with your mind and your heart. It's quite gorgeous. And you had to learn though how to shine your own light. Look at how beautiful this is. Like the Hermit, how he's holding like the lantern here. So you are holding your lantern through day and night, and you're making sure that you're not getting lost. You may have gotten lost a little bit on your path, but you found it again. That again has taught you something about yourself. Like, what are you doing in these types of situations, right? No one's around you. What are you going to do? Like, how is your game plan? Like what are you going to do? Because it looks to me like they stripped you bare of certain things. So some of you may have lost, friends, family, or maybe a working situation. You may have, lost it, is what I'm getting here. Not so much leaving it, although this could have happened as well, but I'm more so getting you lost it under some circumstances or a home. It really drove you to go within and to seek that light within and to trust yourself, to trust spirit. What else, please? What else for Virgo? Oh, yeah. So you do have the Tower, exactly. So something happened in your life. Look, the waves are really these are really big waves. Yeah, losing your crown in the process, but that wasn't a real crown anyways. What I'm getting with this is losing a lot of ego. And I'm not coming from a place of judgment here at all. At all. Like, I myself lost a lot of ego on this path, a lot of it. I didn't even know I was in so much ego at one point in my life, and that I was creating so much drama, or that drama was coming my way, and I was in a way feeding off that drama, not in the best way at all. But I just want to say this, there's no judgment from my side. And then something happened, like something dramatic happened, or a bigger event in your life happened here, Virgo, and that caused you to lose a lot of that ego. But this is good, because when you're a leader, this sort of power that you have then, because you have followers, because you have people that are listening to what you're saying, that admire you for the person that you are, that can cause, if you had that type of ego still, that would cause you to really, to feel so good about yourself, and to, that sort of thing. I think you know where I'm getting it, and I'm being very blunt here. I realize this can be triggering, but what I'm meaning to say is it's good that you lost that. Really, really good. Okay? And there may be another opportunity for you to, do some release work. But this is in the sense of healing. What they're now giving me is, star energy. And in all of those cards, there are stars. I'm just checking because the deck is so new. A lot of them do have stars, though. But that's what my eye is drawn to the stars. So to that healing that is indicated with that, just know that when you're in the thick of it here, when there's an initiation by fire, an initiation by water, initiation by lightning. Oh my God. I actually know of a person that has been hit by lightning once, but just like briefly, and like it hardly even hurt her. It's interesting because maybe some of you have been like lightly struck by lightning. Or it could, of course, indicate too that God is pointing your finger, or Spirit is pointing their finger down at you and being like, "Jing, Virgo, there's something," and it's just a small jing. But of course, their power is endless, right? But it's like, it seems with that jing, they also want to give you more powers, because sometimes people that are hit by lightning all of a sudden develop because they always had it in their brain, right? That's the curious thing about this. They are starting to develop special abilities, special gifts, because the brain is affected in such a way. And this may have happened to you too, or may be happening to you as well. With great power comes great responsibility, though, right? Which is why the ego had to go before this, because it's not serving the highest good of everyone. But I think you know this. Hang on, all right. It's just those. Just give me a minute. Here we go. Because I don't want to like mess them all up. Here we are. I don't know how, exactly like the table setup. I'm really trying to get it, to keep it straight here, Virgo, for you, right? And you may be struggling with this here a bit too. You're trying to set yourself up nicely, and then something happens, and like, I don't even know how the cards got scrambled so badly. Some are, turned around, and others are not. What else for Virgo, please? Oh, yes. Oh my goodness, you have strength. So Leo energy. This is coming back into your own balance. It's mind over matter. When it comes to manifestation, you may have learned quite a bit on this journey, but it also denotes to how much strength you had to muster up to actually, be the hermit, to be in this position. It may have felt quite lonely. There is a phase, or several phases, in your spiritual journey when you're feeling quite lonely, because so many things are falling away, or very little people will be able to understand like your specific journey, or will have even gone through it. So that's what that is. And some of you may have found refuge in the animal kingdom, so having a strong connection with a certain animal. Could also be an animal in spirit, or quite literally a spirit animal. It's beautiful though, because it's coming back into harmony, like with yourself and with all that strength. You may have felt a lot of anger in your younger years, Virgo, and this is now, however, being integrated into something that's actually appreciated by you, something that is utterly good. Yep, something that is utterly good. You know, because sometimes we just are saying, this is not for us. This isn't something that I would want to live with, or this could be too much for other people. But now you seem to come into the space of, this is okay. Like the way I am is completely okay. And it's actually serving my journey. It's actually serving my leadership skills, because you've grown so much, because you've gathered so much strength, Virgo, so much strength. But there is a little bit something that you're yet to come out of, is what I can feel here. A little bit of something that you're yet to come out of. Yeah. And it has to do with that tower. Sorry, you have the 9 of Cups. We have a lot of tree imagery in here that I like, or a lot of tree energy, I should rather say. But this is an actual tree that is growing out of you, that's presenting those 9 cups here, which is, you know, being so abundant within self. This is actually wish fulfillment, but it comes with that tower. There's something that's being swept out of your life here, Virgo, this is actually helping you. This tower is coming in to help you, and it may come in as a surprise, but it brings you wish fulfillment ultimately. And there are actually, look at this, there are lotus flowers in this pond, and lotus flowers can only grow like in the mud, so it's rising up from something. I'm also getting like how strongly connected you are to the tree kingdom, but also to the above world, you know, connected very much to earth, Virgo, earth element, but then also being able to be very much connected to the heavens, right? Yeah. And we're continuing actually with the Earth Warrior Oracle here for you, Virgo. Let me see. What do we have for you here? What do we have for our Virgos? Thank you. We have for you Uluka Vahini. She who rides the owl brings justice. Wow. That looks certainly magical. She who rides the owl brings justice. Right here. Right here. I love how these cards immediately want to start working with me. Very interesting, because sometimes it takes like a minute for decks to actually be brought in, but it seems to be time. It's also interesting that this is so dark, right? Not, you know, these cards are just like black, but then we have this one here, and this is like a strong contrast to this other thing. And I'm again feeling my throat so strongly. It's like there's some release work that you're doing with your throat. You may be screaming, you may be crying, you may be, you know, or feel like it. Do it, please, if you feel like it. Because there could have happened like a little bit of a disconnect from your own emotions, but that comes back in. That comes back in. But again, like the speaking up part seems to be significant for a good majority here of you. Like the speak up, speak your truth, speak your mind, set your boundaries. It's totally fine. It's okay. So Uluku Vahini, let me see that one. Oh my God. I am the goddess of karma, wealth, and balance. Again, the balance we already had with the strength card here. I come to correct adharma, that which is dark, unnatural, and against nature, life, love, and goodness. I redress the misuse of wealth and power. I enact divine justice and restore divine order. Trust in the innocence of your own soul and fear not, for I am ever watchful, and my power brings truth. Divine justice is always brought to bear.
Don't waste your valuable time and energy worrying about people getting away with things. It is not possible. Everything is balanced out by karma in the long run. If you feel down or depressed, take action immediately to reconnect to joy, healing energy, and vitality of spirit. All things are measured and metered by clear divine vision, and your job is to put your faith in the work of the divine whilst you tend to your own journey with trust and commitment. There's more. Okay, spiritual guidance here is from the perspective of those with awakened hearts, the world can sometimes appear to be a disturbing and frightening place where negative activity leads to prosperity, whilst good and worthy people struggle and suffer. It may appear that those who have wisdom are barely heard, whilst angry people with fear in their heart are afforded attention and power. It may seem that what matters most is tended to the least, whilst destructive purposes gain mass support and constructive causes struggle to maintain existence. It is very easy with such a view of things for the pure of heart to become angry, bitter, and despairing. And if you are feeling like something is making you bitter and despairing, just notice it and, be with that feeling. It's okay to feel bitter sometimes and to, because it brings up shadow within yourself. Um, that is then a very good time to be looked at and to be integrated, not to condone it, not to shame it, but to really integrate it, because it's so easy to get bitter. Like, to give you a personal example here, because it's coming up and I feel really confused in my head right now. That's crazy, like total confusion in my head. So I might even do the Sugilite ritual later to clear the head again from this reading. But what I'm meaning to say is, I was going to tell you something about my mother. Oh, gosh. Now my throat is really, really like tensing up. My head is really confused. Like I keep forgetting things. Bitter and angry, that was it. So my mother is always a reminder to me that I don't want to be like that, because she was really, really bitter. And I get it. I get why she turned out that way. But it made the people surrounding her not feel good at all. And now I'm getting like more throat action. I hope it's not completely like closing down. Give me a minute. So she was an excellent teacher in that regard, and I do not want to be like this ever to other people. So I started to get bitter at a point in my life, and I noticed it, and I noticed how what I wanted to say to people, how I wanted to behave. And then I caught myself, because she was that example for me that showed me that I don't want to go down that road, because you can go down that road really fast. And life just does that to you. If you have unfavorable, let's say, circumstances when you're growing up, and then, life throws you curveball after curveball because it wants you to start your healing journey. And then there's more of it, and then there's past life stuff and whatnot. Then there can be a tendency to get bitter. But if you feel that within yourself, just acknowledge it. And if I can just ask you that, to acknowledge it, and to, because you don't want to be one of those people that all of a sudden fall into this completely, and because it messes up your life, it messes up the life of people around you. And this is also maybe something that someone needs to hear of a person in your life that was bitter and that hurt you because they were so bitter, or they still are bitter. And this is something they won't get away with it in that sense. But then again, there are no apologies like in the higher realms. Like I saw it, they showed me. There are no apologies because it doesn't exist. It's just like you have agreements, and then you go from there. And I'm so curious actually to see how the agreement with my mother is. Like when I go, I'm so freaking curious to see like all the people, like what happened. What's the agreement there? I saw the one with my father, which was really interesting as well. But again, there's no forgiveness. It's just like, oh, okay, I get it. That's why we're helping each other out. So even the people that hurt you badly, it's just like, even that's an agreement. And they are forgiven. Like God, Spirit has already forgiven them. They don't really need to ask for forgiveness, but they will understand at the end of their life, or they will be given the chance to have this past life review, right? Where they can look at this stuff. And so will you. And let that be, condolence for you, or consolidation for you. Um, if you're still in that whole thing of, if you're still very attached to your past, let's say that. Okay? Okay. However, you are meant to be a light in this world, and it is important that you allow Great Spirit to support you in this task. Safeguarding your state of mind is essential for you to accomplish your life purpose. If you get caught up in negative thinking, as may happen from time to time, allow Great Spirit to guide you back to the truth of your inner light. Remember that the divine is more powerful than any nightmare created by human darkness. You don't have to deny the dark side of human nature or its manifest consequences for the health of the planet, but you do need to keep yourself secure within the light so that you can effectively fulfill your destiny as an earth warrior. Joy, happiness, and peace will not diminish your motivation to serve love. Rather, they will ensure you have enough energy to do so effectively. All right. Yeah. I'm going to pull one last card for you, Virgo, here, and it's from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Interesting. For Virgo, please, what do we have? I felt like with the last part and with that explanation I gave you, my head confusion started to go away a bit. But it's really about the mind, because the Uluku Vahini card really told us that there's something mind going on, and then this couldn't be more clear, right? We literally have a brain on the card. So there's something brain going on. And I know as a Virgo, you like to keep things in order, and that can throw you off. That kind of messy energy can throw you off, right? No, this one, yeah. Oh, you have the dream and journey. Beautiful card. That feels way softer, and really nice energy. It's like forgiving yourself and forgiving others. I'm feeling this a lot with it, and being okay with others being messy. If you keep your own space clean and know that that's you, and that other people have a completely different life experience, and that you probably won't be able to step in their shoes until the past life review, maybe, where you'd be given a greater understanding, or maybe you had a situation kind of like that, or a near-death experience or something like that, that brought you to a certain point where you could shift your perspective, or maybe this tower will. That one's way in the back. Drum. Journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path. We had that. Then follow the guidance. In shamanic traditions in all four corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can become hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surrounds you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What you have seen in your dreams and inner vision is not imagination, but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and believe it. Oh, absolutely. And especially, again, if you're still stuck in the past, don't worry about it. The path will take you out. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. All right. Yeah, as a birthday gift, I wanted to also say, if you want to gift yourself with a personal reading with me and my guides to get more clarity, or to help you feel very connected and such, and to get some clarity about your situation and your life, you may book one, and it's 10% off. It's like that for all the birthday children. So you just have to like let me know when your birthday is, and then I'll give you the discount, okay? All right, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you, my dear Virgos. Again, have a most wonderful birthday, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, my friends.